I talk a lot on this channel about audiobooks being one of the quickest and easiest ways to start doing professional VO. But there is a caveat here, because if you're thinking about jumping into audiobooks, there are a few things you need to keep in mind. A lot of people think, okay, well, I read books, I can talk. How hard can it be? So they get into the booth and they start recording, and then several hours later they realize that they are frustrated and exhausted and nowhere near finished. So in today's video, I want to talk about the 3 biggest things or challenges that new audiobook narrators face, so that when you get into the audiobook space, you know what to expect. Hey there, my name's Mike, and I'm a full-time voice actor, and I run the VoiceOver Blueprint training program and the accompanying YouTube channel here, where the goal is to give you free insight and advice on how to run a professional voice acting career. And if you're new to voiceover, or not even new yet and you're just thinking about it, I host a weekly webinar on Tuesday nights where we cover all aspects of voiceover and why right now is the best time to be in voiceover. So if you want to attend that for free, just click the link down in the description below and pin comment and sign up for free. And as a bonus, you're going to get a copy of the book, The VoiceOver Blueprint, which is the digital download as well as the audiobook, plus 4 free additional gifts. So if you haven't signed up yet, click the link down below, sign up for free, and I'll see you on Tuesday. All right, challenge number 1 is performance, because you're not just supposed to read out loud. A lot of people think that when they open that book or they open the script, they can just start reading out loud and recording it, and that's what audiobooks are. And that is not even close. Audiobooks are storytelling, and I don't care if it's fiction or nonfiction or whatever you're reading, you're still telling a story. Anybody can just read words off a page. The job is to make those words on the page come alive. So that means understanding the emotion behind the script, understanding, what the author intended, whether it's teaching a how-to book or some fantasy novel. Everything has a story. The one thing that I notice most of the time when I'm working with new audiobook students is that they try to rush through the project. They zoom through it without really understanding what they're trying to convey to the listener. If you're trying too hard, it's going to come across to the listener. And so a lot of times I see people either just reading words off the page, or on the flip side, they try to overact every single sentence. Like that sentence is the most important thing that's ever been said in the world. And after a few minutes of doing that kind of a read, the narrator is just exhausted, just wiped out. When you're doing audiobooks, they are much longer projects than most VO. I mean, we're talking, hours and hours of recording. So you have to prepare ahead for that. Audiobook narration is intimate. You're not performing at the listener, you're sitting right beside them and explaining something to them or reading something to them in a way that they will pick up what you're putting down. Most times when people do audiobooks, there is no director, that's directing you through every sentence. So it's up to you to kind of keep things in control and make sure you're not speeding up, you're not dragging along, you're not overperforming, you're not underperforming, you're just telling the story. Now, if you do fiction, there's another layer to this. When you're doing fiction, you need to be aware of characters. And notice how I didn't say voices, I just said characters. A lot of new narrators think that there needs to be completely different voices for different character dialogue in a fiction book. And that's not the case. All you need to do is change your voice just slightly to let the listener know that there is another person speaking. So it's more about just subtle little changes in the character's voice, not big, cartoon changing of the voice itself. And if you're doing nonfiction, then the best advice I have for you there is just be yourself. Remember, there are no characters. You're just a regular person getting across information to the listener. So no radio voice, no big boomy announcer voice. Just be yourself. All right, challenge number 2 is the physical demand. And the reason why I'd mention this is, like I mentioned earlier, audiobooks are very long in most cases. And this surprises a lot of people. When they first sit down and start doing audiobooks, they try to push through the entire thing, and it ends up not only wearing out your voice, but just your overall stamina. So when you're recording for extended periods of time, take breaks. Take lots of breaks. Get up, walk around, drink some water, hit that reset button so that when you sit back down, you're nice and fresh. Another problem with not taking breaks is that you can also make a lot more mistakes. You start to get fatigued, your voice starts to strain, you could possibly start to speed up because you just want to get to the end of it, which will translate into possibly more mistakes. So slow down, take those breaks, come back refreshed. Think of it like training for a marathon. Nobody just gets up and says, I'm going to run 26 miles today. They do it in little tiny bite-sized pieces. Do the same thing with your audiobooks. Another little tip here is that because audiobooks have no background music most of the time and no background effects, it's just a dry recording, meaning that whatever you're wearing needs to be silent. So no jewelry, no shirts that have kind of a rougher texture that can make noise in the microphone. Whatever you're wearing, make sure that it is quiet. All right, the third challenge is the time commitment, because a lot of people think, okay, well, this book is, the length of this book is 3 hours long. I should be able to knock this out no problem. There's a lot that goes into recording audiobooks other than just sitting and reading the text. You've got your recording, editing, processing, making sure you're up to the standards, say, the ACX standards that they have for audiobooks. So there's a whole lot more that goes into the recording than just reading out loud. There's kind of a rule of thumb when it comes to work hours versus the length of the book. And it can be 3 to 4 times the length of the book. So for instance, if the book says the read time is 3 hours, then it's going to take you at least 9 hours plus to do that project. That's going to depend on, your how many mistakes you make, your editing speed and all that. But 3 to 4, maybe even more times, the actual read length of the project. Okay, the biggest time-saving tip that I can give you, and this may sound a little counterintuitive, but trust me, it works, is read the book first, cover to cover. Know the story, know the characters, know the pronunciations, find the difficult sections that, you might trip up on when you read it again. If you flag all that stuff ahead of time, it's going to make the actual recording process go way smoother. And the bottom line to doing any recording of audiobooks is you have to love books. You have to love storytelling. If you're the kind of person who does not like to sit down and read an entire book cover to cover, it might not be for you. So keep that in mind. Remember the time commitment. Remember to take lots of breaks. Don't wear yourself out. And remember, read the book ahead of time just so you know what you're getting into. Remember, it is a marathon, not a sprint. And the people who are the most successful at audiobooks, they take all these considerations into account. They are not the people with the best voices. They are the people who show up consistently. They build stamina. They develop their skill over time. And after a while, every single project will teach you something new. A quick reminder also about that upcoming webinar on Tuesday night at 6 p.m. where you'll learn how to get into the voiceover industry. You'll be able to ask me any questions that you have on the call. And once again, you'll get a copy of the book, The Voiceover Blueprint, just for showing up for the webinar. Remember, it's absolutely free. Just click that link below and I'll see you then. Well, thanks again for hanging out for a bit. Appreciate it. If you like our little channel here, feel free to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. And are you interested in audiobooks? If so, drop a comment down below. I'd love to hear about it. And if you want to find out how to start auditioning on ACX, which is the main platform for audiobooks, then I made a complete video that takes you step by step on how to audition for audiobooks. And if you want to check that out, then click right there.